You will not believe how easy it is to make this blackened salmon in only 10 minutes. You're going to start with a cast iron skillet, and you're going to brush melted butter over the skin side of a salmon fillet. When you place that on the skillet, it should have a nice sizzle. We are using wild coho salmon in this recipe. Once the salmon is in place on the skillet, you'll take additional butter to brush the flesh side of the salmon while the underside cooks 2 to 3 minutes. Once you've applied the butter and have a nice coating on there, you will then sprinkle the blackened seasoning over the top of the salmon. You'll do this to get a nice even coating, and you can put as much on there as you really want. I find that a thin coating on this particular dish is a nice flavor without being too spicy. Once the skin side is cooked 2 to 3 minutes, it's time to flip the salmon over, and you can do this by just gently guiding it over with your hand. So by flipping it over, we're going to allow those spices to now brown, and you can easily lift the skin off of the salmon if you choose to. If you enjoy eating salmon skin, you can certainly leave it on. However, one of the advantages of removing it is now you can spread butter where the skin was, and then can add additional seasoning to the other side of the salmon. So you'll do that quickly, and while you've been doing that, it's been cooking on the other side. You'll now flip it over, again guiding it with your hands. Now you'll gently spread that apart so that you have room to put the butter and garlic in the center of the skillet. This will help to toast the garlic, so you'll want to make sure you spread it out in the skillet just a little bit. And then right on top of that, you'll spread the spinach out and pretty much do the same thing. It takes quite a bit of spinach. It's surprising how much it shrinks. So you'll place all of that in there and then take your spatula to then move the spinach around so that it hits different parts of that hot pan in order to wilt. Gently move it off of the salmon, maybe even pull the garlic up to the top so that it stops browning. But you're really just looking for that spinach to wilt, and you're ready to serve. Remove the skillet from the heat and finish the salmon with 2 thin slices of butter. Now you're ready to plate with spinach and your salmon, and if the butter hasn't melted, you can just simply break it up and the heat from the salmon will continue to melt it. It really is that simple and that fast to have a delicious salmon dinner ready for the table.